So we've had a period where for borrowers it has been extremely generous. Not a sane person out there thought we would see this low level of interest rates, not only when we learnt about COVID, but not even when we saw the Reserve Bank slash interest rates to record lows in 2019 as well. Hello again, everybody. Well, there's good news and bad news when it comes to the mortgage borrowers there. Over the past week, we've had the confirmation of a very strong labour market for New Zealand, with the unemployment rate falling back to the 4% it was at before we went into lockdown last year. So that's good in terms of rising job security. We can see a bit of a pickup in the pace of wages growth. This is the sort of thing that's very good for the economy, very good for housing demand, basically good all around. The downside is that this number coming so soon after we saw the inflation rate in New Zealand for the June quarter come in 0.5% higher than pretty much we all expected. Inflation now 3.3% and not the expected 2.8%. It means the Reserve Bank is going to be feeling fairly concerned about rising inflationary pressures in New Zealand. So interest rates are going up. You've seen some increases in the fixed mortgage rates so far. There's going to be a lot more over the next maybe 12, 18, 24 months. How much? Now, the markets generally are thinking the interest rates will rise by 1.5% for the likes of floating mortgage rates and 1-year fixed rates. I think that it's more likely to be 2% and possibly a little bit more. I can see a lot of momentum with regard to inflation here in New Zealand and overseas. And so I think people should anticipate that the likes of the 1-year fixed mortgage rate, it's gone from 2.19% to around about 2.49% for most borrowers at the moment. You could easily in a couple of years' time see that 4.5 to 5%. So we've had a period where for borrowers it has been extremely generous. Not a sane person out there thought we would see this low level of interest rates, not only when we learnt about COVID, but not even when we saw the Reserve Bank slash interest rates to record lows in 2019 as well. So to your borrowers, you've had a good run. Didn't go so well for me for my first mortgage at 18.5% back in 1987, but you know, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and that I paid a lower house price back then. So look, all the best out there. Hope the weather improves for us all fairly shortly. Cheers.